What do you do when your child is having a meltdown and you are doing everything that you can? You're holding space. You're asking them if they need you. You're telling them that I'm right here. You're telling them that it's okay. You're just having a really hard time right now. I understand. I'm right here if you need me. And they just keep on escalating. Parenting is difficult. Those are the moments that we don't know what to do because we have read the book, we've listened to the advice, and it's still not working. And it seems like it's getting more disruptive. The siblings are being affected. The whole household is going into chaos. And you know within yourself that there is something going on behind this behavior. You just don't know what it is. And it's not time to ask questions because they're unreachable. They're so dysregulated in their energy, in their emotions, in their nervous system, that there is no connection whatsoever. So this is what happened with Bella yesterday. She came into my home and she started being totally dysregulated. And there was nothing that was working. Till finally, I told her, that's it. Stop right here. And I took control over my household. I took control over the situation by putting boundaries to it because I saw that there was nothing else that could be done for her. Boundaries were the only thing that worked. And sometimes it is like that. Children need boundaries because sometimes they go into their own will and into their own exploration of that will and that chaos, and they cannot find themselves back no matter how much you're supporting them. And when I said that, I told her, I want you to go in my room and go lay down and try to calm yourself. I had shown her how to blow the 5 candles and how to blow the whole cake. So she has the tools. She knows how to work this out for herself. And the moment I directed her to my room, which I left the door open of the room, this was not a punishment. This was not an isolation in as far as a timeout. No, it was just a boundary. It was a visible boundary that was messaging to her that right now my household is being disrupted because of this behavior. And once she got into that room, she started quieting down. And she started writing. She took some paper and she started writing. And she started writing, I'm ugly. Nobody likes me. And we could hear her saying these things to herself. And before she started writing, though, she tried to come and I'm sorry. I want to say I'm sorry. And I said, no, it is not time to talk right now. Because I knew that there was nothing to say I'm sorry about. I did not want to direct her into an apology, especially apology that she wasn't even ready for herself. And second of all, that apology would have just given her a message that she did something wrong. And she didn't do anything wrong. She just didn't have the skill to regulate her emotions. And once the space was given to her, she actually needed that space in my room. So that was her space. And there were my daughters were here. Everybody was talking to her in a calm way. Nobody was dissing her. Nobody was punishing her. So she had the whole atmosphere of supporting her from all of us, the way we could. So when she had that space given to her, the boundaries of my room, she started coming down and she started communicating. There was a layer underneath of that behavior where she was feeling terrible because one of her friends had just called her ugly, had just been rude to her before she came to my house. And so her self-esteem was just mushed down when she got to my house. But she did not have the skill to communicate that to us. She didn't want to burden us with her thoughts of or the history of what had happened. But she couldn't handle the emotions that were raging through her little body. And so this happened yesterday. And today she's going to come to my house after school. And we're going to sit down and we're going to talk. We're going to talk about the emotions that she had going on. I'm walking around my pool. So we're going to talk about the emotions that were coming up. The rage, the feelings that she was feeling. We're going to talk about the support that she did not have. She did not know how to tell us about those emotions when she came. She didn't know how to share. We're going to talk about what can she do when this happens next time, when her friend talks to her like that. We're going to talk about the mindset. We're going to talk about the belief system that she has within herself, about herself. And it's not going to be just a talk. It's going to be from us adults around her, supporting her. Because we're a biracial family. So I am obviously white. My children are black and white. Biracial. Bella is more towards black because her dad is black. So she is seeing all these different hair colors and hair textures and skin colors and all of this stuff. And she has some friends who are from a different culture. They're not biracial. So they have even conditioned, thoughts running through their heads. And it doesn't take one person and one time for somebody to say something about your race or your family or how you're different than them and whatever it is, because those things are ingrained, the sensitivities and the conditionings from even past generations. The energies are present. Even we don't know how to communicate them. We don't know even how to bring those energies into the framework of words. But they're there. So these are huge things. And I wanted to just share this with you because, hopefully this resonates with somebody. Let me know how this comes through to you. We just don't know always. And, we have probing questions, but we have also probing actions. We just probe gently with our actions and see what will work to that situation. And it's not just that day, it's a process. Like ours is going to continue. It's going to continue into this day. It's going to continue into the next days, into the next weeks, building her up and hopefully allowing that communication to start opening gently. But it doesn't open directly because that's just not the way children work. And even as adults, we're vulnerable. We don't want to just open the box of our heart to those sensitive places. It's the subtleness, it's the holding space, it's the reading the books of the subject, it's the building it from afar, if that makes sense. I hope this helps somebody. I'm just really pleased to be sharing this with you, and I'll see you next time.